Hey, what's up everybody? So today's video is going to be about Blueface and ChriseanRock, but we're mainly going to focus on Blueface because recently Blueface was arrested for attempted murder. And as you guys know, I made a video about this 10 days ago. I talked about Blueface's characters and ChriseanRock's characters, and I dropped this video on November 9th, 2022. And the day after I made this video, Christina Milian went on Instagram Live and she talked about ChriseanRock, and she said she likes her now.
Anytime you want to fight, who you talking to though? Who you think you're talking to? And we've decided we both like Chrisean a lot.
Yeah, I like Chrisean.
I like her now. I get it.
I like Chrisean. I mess with Nipsey too.
I feel like she looked like she could be like a little sister. I'm like, oh.
I just think she's just like says
Yeah,
facts.
she's a baddie.
Yeah.
She spits facts. She's just like, she don't play.
No.
She don't need the words. She just fight.
Yeah, exactly. She just throws hands.
But then when she says stuff, she just says like, she delivers like, it's so funny. Like the stuff that she says is like on point. It's funny though.
It is.
So who watches that? Because we've been watching it and it's pretty fun to watch. Yeah.
So that was a direct response. The timing of that was not a coincidence. So I made a video about that, and I dropped this video on November 13th, as you guys can see. And again, they did another direct response to this video because 2 days after I made this video, Blueface gets arrested on November 15th. So do you guys really think that's a coincidence? First I exposed Blueface and ChriseanRock on November 9th, and then she responds right after. And then I make a video about it, and then 2 days after that, he gets arrested. And I predicted this because in my 2 videos that I made about them, I talked about how Blueface's name and ChriseanRock's name are directly connected to murder, and that something was going to happen surrounding one of those characters. And sure enough, 2 days after I made the video, he gets arrested for attempted murder, and both of them are in the video. I knew something was going to happen with these characters, but I didn't expect them to do it right after my video. And shout out to everybody that came to my channel when he got arrested, and everybody was saying that I was right about that, because everyone that watched that video remembers when I talked about this. So now let's get into how scripted this whole situation was, because there's so many connections with this, and it even connects to Blueface's other characters. So let's get right into it. So Blueface was born January 20th, 1997, and he was arrested on November 15th. So this situation happened 66 days before his birthday, as you guys can see right here, because his birthday's coming up in 2 months. And this proves that all of this is scripted because attempted murder equals 66, and Blueface was arrested for attempted murder on November 15th. Now, Blueface's real name is Jonathan Jamal Porter. Jonathan Porter and attempted murder have the same gematria in 2 ciphers. So Jonathan Porter equals 183 and 222, and attempted murder also equals 183 and 222. So once again, proving that all of this was scripted. And then his first and his middle name equal 265, and he was arrested for discharging a gun into a vehicle. And that phrase, discharging a gun into a vehicle, also equals 265. And keep in mind that this is a felony, and in all of the articles they kept mentioning that. So what are the chances that felony and his name both equal 85? And this situation happened in Las Vegas, Nevada. Las Vegas, Nevada equals 43 and 83. And murder equals 34 and 38 in the same ciphers. So these are the same numbers, just reversed. And keep in mind, this was a shooting. And like I mentioned in my first Blueface video and in the recent ChriseanRock video, Blueface and shooting both equal 44. So in that video, I mentioned that a shooting was going to happen. And sure enough, right after the video, it ended up happening. And then his last name Porter also matches up with murder. Porter equals 38 and 34, and murder equals 34 and 38 in the same ciphers. And it's interesting that murder equals 34 because a couple days before he got arrested, he was wearing this Lakers jersey. And as you guys can see, the number that he has on his jersey is 34, just like murder. So what are the chances that murder equals 34? He wears this Shaquille O'Neal jersey, which is number 34, days before he gets arrested for attempted murder. And the fact that Shaq was number 34 shows that his character might get killed off too. But that's another topic for another video. And also keep in mind that right here in this picture, Blueface is bowling while wearing this jersey. And 3 weeks ago, we saw that Takeoff died at a bowling alley. So there's a lot of symbology going on in this picture. You know, even the fact that there's flames on his jersey, you know, there's a lot of symbolism going on here, and everything is connected. So now let's talk about the predictive programming that he did. So a month before he got arrested, he dropped this music video called Better Days 2. And in this music video, he's literally in jail. So he put it right in our face that he was going to get locked up. And when he posted this, he put a line from the song in his caption. And it says, "God forbid I get locked up for something that God forbid."
God forbid I get locked up for something that God forbid.
And shortly after he posted this, he gets locked up. So there's no way all of this is a coincidence. They always do predictive programming every time something happens. And also, it's funny that he's wearing orange in this picture and in the entire music video, because orange equals 33, just like masonry and gematria. So he really put it right in our face. And I remember seeing this on Instagram when he posted it, and I was thinking that he might get arrested soon. And sure enough, it ended up happening. And in the music video, he's in court, as you guys can see right here. And now he's actually in court in real life. So everything was put right in front of us before it happened. This shows that everything they do is scripted, you know, down to every detail. And he also has these racing flags that are black and white. You know, I talked about that in my Lil Peep video, because Lil Peep and Nipsey had the same tattoo that he has right here, and they ended up faking their death. So this is another connection that Blueface is going to fake his death, because a lot of death fakers get this same tattoo. And it's very symbolic because it has the black and white checkerboard. So yeah, go watch my video about Lil Peep and Nipsey Hussle. I'll put a link to those in the description below, because I went more in detail about that in those videos. But moving along, Las Vegas police arrest rapper Blueface in connection to October 8 shooting. So keep in mind, this shooting happened on October 8. And this really blew my mind because Nick Cannon's birthday is on October 8th. And as you guys know, Blueface's character is based off of Nick Cannon. So this is a complete mockery, and they're really responding to my video. They're basically putting it in plain sight that my video was true, because what are the chances that I make this video, then he gets arrested for something he did on October 8th that nobody even knew about, and Nick Cannon's birthday just so happens to be on October 8th. You know, all of this is right in our face, and at this point, nobody can deny the truth. Everything is right here in front of us. This shows that everything they do is scripted to their other characters as well. You know, that's something very important that I love incorporating in these videos, because they script things out according to their other characters as well. So here's some comparisons of Blueface and Nick Cannon. As you guys can see, they look so much alike. And right here on the right, Nick Cannon is wearing this disguise because he literally has a stereotypical rapper character where he dresses up like a gangster and he wears these fake dreads and this whole disguise. And the name of this character is Murder Count Harlem, which is kind of ironic because Blueface was arrested for attempted murder. So there's a lot of connections here. So I recommend you guys watch my video about Blueface and Nick Cannon, and also Divine Sade's video about Blueface and Nick Cannon. I'll put a link to both of those videos in the description below, because we both made a video about this, and now they're doing all of this damage control with Blueface and Nick Cannon. It's like what I said in one of my recent videos. Every time we talk about somebody, they end up doing damage control right away, and all of you guys notice it every time it happens. So moving along, another big connection is the fact that Blueface equals 55 and 44, and Nick Cannon equals 44 and 55. So they literally have the same gematria as well. And now let's get into the connections with Marlon, because this whole situation is also connected to him as well, because he's the base character of Nick Cannon and Blueface. So right here it says that Blueface's attempted murder arrest Monday is based on an incident on October 8. So keep in mind that they put the word Monday in here because Monday equals 72, and Marlon Wayans was born in 1972. So this is yet another connection to a character that he's based off of, which is Marlon Wayans. And as you guys can see right here, Blueface and Marlon Wayans look exactly alike in this comparison. So this one is really easy to see. And the nail in the coffin to prove that all of this is true, Marlon and Blueface both equal 28 in the same cipher. So at this point, this is 100% proof that me and Divine Sade were right about this. And also another weird connection with this is the fact that recently Takeoff died at age 28 and Kill equals 28 as well. So it's very interesting that right after Takeoff dies, Blueface gets arrested and his name just so happens to equal 28 just like Marlon. So this situation is also connected to the Takeoff situation. Now let's get into the date October 8th because he got arrested for what he did on October 8th. And this is more mockery because October 8th and November 15th have the same gematria of 55 in the same cipher. So again, this is proving that this whole situation was staged and scripted. There's no way it could be a coincidence that the date he does this shooting and the date he gets arrested have the same gematria of 55, but it gets even deeper than that because Blueface also equals 55 and open warrant equals 55 as well. And right here it says that cops on the scene said they were executing an open warrant for his arrest. So the devil's in the details. You know, all these little details that they use in the article are for a reason. So this proves that every single thing they do is scripted. So moving along, his first name Jonathan also matches up with open warrant. They both equal 152 in the same cipher. And like I said, this shooting happened on October 8th and he was arrested on November 15th, which is exactly 38 days later. So he was arrested 38 days after he did the shooting, and murder equals 38, and he's arrested for attempted murder. And then his recent song that he uploaded is called Better Days, and they're saying better days in the entire song. And in that music video, he's in prison, and the phrase better days just so happens to equal 38, just like murder. And the amount of days from the shooting and his arrest. So there's too many connections here for this to be a coincidence. And there's even more because his full name, Jonathan Jamal Porter, equals 119, just like October 8 and Better Days. So again, none of this is a coincidence. And his last name Porter equals 92. And October 8, 2022 also equals 92 in the same cipher. And then right here it says that he's set to appear in court again on January 24th. And his first and middle name equal 50. And January 24th, 2023, which is his next court date, also equals 50 in the same cipher. And then the numerology of November 15, 2022, which is the day he got arrested, is 14. And dead equals 14. So again, this is proof that either Blueface or one of Blueface's characters is going to die, or someone around Blueface like ChriseanRock, because there's too many connections to this for it to be a coincidence. It's only a matter of time before one of them gets killed off. And now let's prove that Blueface himself is a scripted character, because right here it says that Blueface was born in Los Angeles, California. Blueface and Los Angeles both equal 161 in the same cipher. So this is yet again proving that Blueface is just a scripted character for the world stage. He was never a real person. He was created to do the agenda that he's currently doing. And another weird connection that I found here is the fact that in the article it says that Blueface was taken down and cuffed outside Lolo's Chicken and Waffles. And this reminds me of PNB Rock's situation where he got killed at a Chicken and Waffles place in LA. I find it odd that this entire situation is connected to PNB Rock's death and also Takeoff's death. You know, this really shows how everything they do is connected. So before I end the video, let's talk about ChriseanRock, because I already made multiple videos about this and Divine Sade did as well. But I want to reiterate this so people can really understand, especially the new people that haven't seen my videos. So as you guys can clearly see, ChriseanRock is based off of Christina Milian. And the big connection here is that Christina Milian used to date Nick Cannon and they acted in a movie together as well. And now her other character, ChriseanRock, is dating Nick Cannon's other character, Blueface. And they're both acting in a show together as well. So all the connections are right in our face. You know, this is the same couple and they're dating each other again with their new characters. So here's some more comparisons of ChriseanRock and Christina Milian. And again, both of these characters have the name Chris in their name. So this one is very easy to see. And their other character is India Love. And as you guys can see, they look alike as well. And shout out to Divine Sade for making this side-by-side comparison, because they look exactly alike right here. And now I just want to talk about ChriseanRock being a man, because right here she looks like a man. When I first saw this picture, I thought it was a guy. You know, she looks extremely masculine right here, and her neck is super wide. And the big connection here is the fact that Blueface is known for talking to these type of women. You know, I can't say the word, but it's right here on the screen. There's multiple articles about Blueface talking to this T woman, which basically means they were a man. And if you guys remember, I made a video about Blueface and Boonk, because Boonk is definitely another one of their characters. And Boonk is also known for liking these type of women. And ChriseanRock has a song where she says blue is a color and pink is another. And a lot of you guys mentioned that in the comments of my video, because I didn't even know about that. And I was talking about how she has a lot of pink and blue symbolism, just like the T flag. So it's crazy that she has a song saying those same exact lyrics. And also I mentioned in my video that ChriseanRock is wearing this hat with the Skull and Bones logo that says dead on it. And I talked about how her name matches up with murder, and now Blueface is getting charged with attempted murder. And ChriseanRock also matches up with killing. And then Chrisean and Death Hoax both equal 41 in the same cipher. And then ChriseanRock and Fake Death both equal 61. So again, one of these characters is going to fake their death, and it's only a matter of time before it happens. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to drop a like, share, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Follow me on Instagram and subscribe to my Patreon. The links are in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm out.